What's going on, everyone? So, the Los Angeles Lakers now play game 2 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And this is a absolute must-win. Absolute must-win. If I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, didn't Denver lose 2 straight and then Minnesota won? It was like on the road. Right? Didn't Denver lose 2 at home and then ended up beating Minnesota twice at home? So, point is, Minnesota is beatable. I'm not saying the Lakers are going to beat Minnesota twice at home, but Minnesota is beatable on the road. Right? So you get this win. You go and you steal one in Minnesota. The ship is right. Right? Said going into the series that if the Lakers won the first 2 home games, that I thought they won in 5, but looking at the Lakers, probably 6 games, which means Minnesota was going to have to win 2 games. Right? So I'm not worried about it yet. Right? I don't think it's Chicken Little, the sky is falling. I understand the pendulum swing and stuff like that. And, the overreactions. And, all fan bases do it, right? Everyone thinks, it's over. Lakers lost. They basically lost all 4 games in just 1 game. I get it. I get the frustrations. Now, look, if the Lakers lose this game, we're having a very different conversation, right? Lakers lose and go down 0-2. Again, very different conversation. But I trust the Lakers to bounce back. I trust LeBron James in particular to be better, right? Austin Reeves, we need to be better, right? Luka needs to continue to be Luka. But guys need to just show up and play with the effort and energy, right? Lakers are not good enough to just coast or have bad quarters or whatever. Lakers need to play a full 48 minutes, right? Losses happen. It's fine. Even game 1 losses happen. LeBron's notorious for losing game 1s, right? Lakers won game 1 pretty much every playoff round in the 2020 championship. Now, I know that this isn't the 2020 roster, and, I'm not like locking the Lakers in to win a championship, but I still believe that they're capable of winning a championship. I still think that there is a version of this that wins the championship. And I do think Minnesota is a good test. I do think Minnesota is a good kind of matchup because they have a lot of advantages that the Lakers are going to have to figure out and adjust to that could pose a threat later on down the road, such as you run into a Denver or a Clippers or, one of these teams that has a imposing type of center or some size in the interior, right? It's nice to kind of have this test against Minnesota, who has several mismatches and advantages against the Lakers that some of these other teams are going to have, because you kind of get that figure it out. You kind of get that feel. But I do think the Lakers are going to be good enough. Look, a lot of this was Lakers just lack of effort, guys hitting shots, right? LeBron and Austin Reeves kind of being rather pedestrian, right? But a lot of this too was just Minnesota playing about as good of a game as you could play. Right? They shot the lights out. Their best player all night was Jaden McDaniels. He scored 25. Jaden McDaniels might not score 25 again, literally the rest of the playoffs, not even counting the Lakers series. Right? Like, again, there are things that you can look at, point to, and go, okay, like these were some outliers. Right? Any team, if Minnesota shoots 24 of 42 from the floor, they're winning 16 straight games. Nobody is beating Minnesota. They shoot 21 of 42, right? That's 50% from 3-point range. You could let Minnesota take 42 wide open threes, which the Lakers almost did, right? Pretty close, right? And they probably wouldn't go 21 of 42 again. Right? Again, but you can't just leave guys open, right? Like, as concerning as Minnesota's 3-point shooting is at times, guys can hit wide open shots. Right? Lakers are conceding the threes to overcompensate for the lack of size, particularly on the interior. Right? And then on top of that, you don't hit shots, and it puts the Lakers in such a bad compromised position. But the Lakers have to navigate that. They have to figure it out. They have to stop overhelping. They have to stop conceding just wide open threes. Look, wide open shots happen throughout the course and swings and stuff like guys are going to get open looks, right? It's just part of the flow, ebbs and flows of the game. But to regularly, possession after possession after possession after possession, guys just getting literal wide, like Naz Reid and Nah and, Nickeil Alexander-Walker and, Anthony and all these guys just literally just wide open. No one even close to them. Right? they're going to be able to knock those down more often than not, right? Lakers need to make sure that they are being aggressive, being physical, attacking, right? Like doing the dirty work, doing the little things, hit shots, right? I've talked about like you got to hit shots. You don't hit shots, you're not winning, right? Lakers are very much a live by the three, die by the three team because they don't have the interior presence. They don't have the interior size. Yes, they can score on the interior, but you need guys to hit shots so you can open up the perimeter or the interior, right? If guys are knocking down out on the perimeter, then that opens up the paint, which allows LeBron and Luka and Austin Reeves to now attack and be aggressive, right? You saw how many wide open threes the Lakers got. Lakers got several wide open threes. It just were missing shots, right? Because Minnesota was like, hey, these guys are shooting terrible. Let's let them shoot and try to contain Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves and not just let them get a free lane to the basket every single possession. And it worked, right? But Lakers have to make the adjustments. They have to make the changes. They have to hit shots. They have to play defense. Lakers are not good enough to just take quarters off or possessions off or not give 100% effort. Can the Lakers win a championship? Absolutely. But it's predicated on the Lakers playing the right way and playing their brand of basketball and playing to the best of their ability, right? Lakers have shown when they play Laker basketball, they can beat any team in the league and win 16 games. But when they're not doing that and they're playing lackluster, effortless basketball, you're not winning many of those, if any. Because again, they're not good enough. They have too many holes, too many issues. You look at a team like Boston, they can lose games. They can take nights off. They can, have poor performances because they're just better than everybody. Saw it last year. They lost game ones and stuff, but they were just better than everybody. So they could do that and knew like, hey, we're going to win the next four, right? Like if we just halfway play, we're winning the next four. And you saw it. Lakers don't have that luxury. Lakers don't have the luxury of like, hey, you know what? Let's just take these next let's take this game off, get back into a rhythm, and then we'll be back for game 2. And then we'll just win game 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? Like, it's just not going to happen with the Lakers. I never say never. Obviously, you never know what the Lakers are going to do, but they need to bring that effort. They need to have that consistency. Guys need to hit shots. They need to play defense. They need to do the dirty work. They need to make the hustle plays. They have to do the things necessary in order for you to win, right? Cannot lose this game. This game is an absolute must win now because you didn't handle business in game 1. You lose this game, series might be over. Again, never say never. You never know. Lakers could, again, Denver did it, right? Obviously, we're not Denver, but again, like you never know. Luka and LeBron have some crazy monster game, and all of a sudden you look up and series is tied 2-2. Lakers win 3 straight, and then, you never know. You never know how this is going to play out. But Lakers just cannot afford to be lackluster. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. What do you think? Think Lakers tie the series 1-1? Do you think that they go down 0-2? Have a feel whatever your thoughts are. I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.